Good morning. Happy Wednesday morning. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of this incredible podcast. I know you could have chosen to be anywhere, but today you decided to be with us. For that, I am grateful. Well, welcome back, Millennial Morticians. We have an exciting topic today. I hope you're ready. Hope you have your notepads and pencil ready, and hope you're ready to dive into today's episode. I want to start today's episode by giving a special shout out to today's sponsor, Viveo Memorial Live Streaming. If you're a funeral home looking to elevate your services, expand your reach, and serve families beyond physical boundaries, Viveo is changing the game. From high quality live streaming to seamless integration into your services, they're helping funeral professionals meet with families where they are today. So make sure you check them out and take your firm to the next level. Viveo Memorial Live Streaming. Check them out at viveo.org. Now, let's jump into today's episode. Now, let me ask you something. Are we helping families grieve, or are we helping them avoid grief? We are in a different era of funeral services. We have live streaming, digital guest books, online obituaries, AI generated memorials, virtual funerals. And while all of this is powerful, I've been asking myself, at what point does convenience start replacing connection? As a funeral director, I've seen both sides. Families deeply engaged, families completely disconnected. People watching a service from their phone while multitasking, people sending condolences through emojis. And I had to sit with that. If this is access or is this emotional distance? This is the tension we are living in right now as funeral professionals. On one side, accessibility, inclusion, or people who can't attend, or people who are trying to attend the service from all over the world, and convenience. On the other side, loss of presence, loss of ritual depth, shortened grieving process. We are balancing efficiency with our emotions. And here's the real question for us as professionals and as leaders in what we're doing, what we're developing in our industry. Are we designing services for ease or for healing? Because they are not the same. This is where we have to become leaders. We can't just adopt technology. We have to guide how it's used. Encouraging in-person attendance when possible, creating intentional moments during live streams, educating the families on the importance of ritual. Technology should enhance grief, not replace it. Because at the end of the day, grief is not something you just skip. Grief is something you walk through. And as funeral professionals, we are the guides. I want you to really think about how you're impacting your funeral home, your families, and the services you offer, and how's your technology enhancing the healing and grieving process. The way our industry is changing, the way our industry is evolving, it's becoming a totally new and cool ways to allow people the space and the time to grieve now more than ever before. Grief is not just at the end of the funeral, it extends way beyond that. And as leaders, as funeral home owners, as game changers, we have abandoned our calling and our responsibility to make the grieving environment more okay. We see all types of death and things of that nature on a daily basis. And I feel like sometimes we become, or we feel like we're too immune to understand families where they are and meeting them where they are. And sometimes we're just scared to because emotionally we don't think that we can take it on. But the reality is we can take it on. And you have to understand this. Grief is a process. Things don't just happen overnight. Things take time. Healing takes time. And the bigger conversation is, are we still creating a space for people to feel, or are we creating systems that let people avoid feeling? And the truth of the matter is, people need to feel now more than ever before. They need to understand where you're coming from. They need to get a grasp on really what's happening in their life. Because the last thing you want to be is feel like you're left behind and you haven't grieved yet because you're still waiting on something. It's our responsibility to get people to their destination, to the final end goal of all of this. Phones and emotional distances are constantly increasing. Everyone always has their phone in their hand, texting instead of conversating. And you have to understand, you can be present digitally, but emotionally, you can be absent. And how do we, as leaders, connect those two gaps together and bridge the gap to allow people to feel the full weight of what's taking place? Are we losing the weight of the goodbye? Is my question and my challenge to you all this week. It's our responsibility to guide through grief, to be the protector of rituals for families and religions all across the world, and a leader in one's life's and life's most sacred moments, the funeral. We don't just manage services; we manage moments that families have the opportunity to remember forever. So let's just remember, it's not just about technology; it's about something so much bigger. It's about where we take the future and how we lead in a way that's game changing and revolutionary. Remember this: technology should support grief, not substitute it. Presence is a part of the healing process, and we are not just service providers, we are emotional leaders. Well, guys, I'm Jaden Folks. This is the Millennial Mortician Podcast, a podcast that engraves, and I hope it engraves you and your families one more time this week. Take what I said, think about it, and allow people to feel and stay connected through your technology and not separated. I love you guys. Stay positive, stay encouraged. I'll catch you in the next one.